Hey everyone, I am just popping on to update my YouTube channel with a full moon report for the collective, and then I also did a report for each of the signs, and I included Capricorn this time. I guess I don't know. Well, I'll be honest, I was eating some sweets and the pages stuck together, I guess, and then when I went to go do the video, Capricorn was never loaded because I never read it. The pages just were stuck together. So I did update that to my Instagram, so you can find me. I'm Binford's All Naturals, _ between each word. I'm the owner and creator. I'm Ashley Binford, and it's, it's a brand. It's a lifestyle centered around the sun and the moon and, all the witchy woo-woo and the herbalism and everything that's incorporated in that. So I create health and wellness, internal and external care. But then I also care for the mind and soul in a way where I do these reports for the collective, but I do individual readings. Vedic astrology is pretty much the most popular right now, and that's because it's really it's more precise. So Western astrology gets you interested. It gets you into who you are and who you think you are and your sign. And I always say, look at all your signs, sun, moon, rising. Everything means something different. Venus, Pluto's, all of it means something. And with all the retrogrades, you really want to get to know that. So I just, I help people fine tune it. And with Vedic astrology, you might even be a different sign. So when I do at the end all of the signs, you might want to look at the one before yours because you might gravitate towards that. And if you think of things in a sequence of energy, it starts with Aries, that's the big bang, that's the action, and then we move on and so forth. So I will read the reports at the end for those, for the signs, and then I'm going to do the collective report to start. And this Scorpio full moon, it's huge. It's huge for me, it's huge for you, it's huge for everybody because it's centered around, the deep and the dark and our wounds that we're not really ready to expose yet. So secrets about us, perhaps, the truth about who we are and everything. It's just all coming to a head now that we're birthing this new year, because really that started in spring where we are now, and we're going into summer, so it's the hard work, and then the fall we'll enjoy, and then the winter we restore. So it's all moving in a cycle like that. And also my crystal drop readings I'm going to be offering again, and that is so amazing to learn. But we're just going to be really talking about the moon and the energy. I'll do the collective report first, and if you're not feeling your signs at the end, your sun, moon, and rising, I suggest you check all three. Then I can only suggest that you get a Vedic report or go about looking at it, because you'll find that it's just more accurate, and you'll see that there are some changes in your mindset. I cut my own hair the other last night, so this is it. I mean, I see some areas where I need a little bit more work, but that's not what this video is about. So back to work. I'm just going to sort of go over the energy the way I felt it, the way I picked it up. That's what I do. But don't, hold me to this, the end all be all. If this doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with you. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to do. But if it's not for you, then it's not for you. My girlfriend Brittany and I are always talking about it. It's like, I might not speak your language, and I'm not really in the business of learning it. I'm learning other languages. So I'm busy, I'm off, I'm doing that. I need a tissue. So, if this resonates with you, good. You can follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, whatever. Check these out when I do them, because I'm going to do them for the new and the full moon. I was doing them weekly, but let me tell you, that's a lot to do. So I'll pop on when I can. But anyways, on to the energy. It's crazy. It's different. It's different for everybody. It's mysterious. It's surfacing in our lives very in different ways. We're all one, but the way this is hitting us is very unique to each of us in our situation and what we've been hiding and what we've, been, afraid to thrive and shine in these areas. It's all different for us. Some it's money, some it's power, some it's love, some it's, finding your purpose and career. It's all different. So, some of us are experiencing, I guess you're going to call it setbacks or hurdles or, difficulties with these retros especially. So it's just mini shifts. It could be even worse though. So you're experiencing heartache, upset, like all of these moments that are really bringing you down, weighing you down. It's fatigue, and then it's also you feel this separation from everything you knew, like you're losing your identity, excuse me, in a way. And this can be, quite isolating. And then these issues of confidence now are rising up, and your self-esteem is on display. Of like, do you have the self-esteem? Do you have the confidence to do this? Are you able to do this? So all of that is coming up, and it's on our mind. But let me tell you right now, like, listen to me. If you take anything from this reading at all, I want you to know one thing. You're not a victim to these situations. No, 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 no. If anything, you're the hero that can come in and save the day for yourself and others. You're not being left behind. Nope. You're rising. You're leaving behind other people. You're not being left behind. No, you're moving on from people and places and things that no longer serve you. You're getting to the truth. Oh, my 2 babies are here. I love it when they show up. These 2, I guess they're called scrub jays, but they love hanging out. And those are our ancestors. They're pushing you forward. We're ready to do this. Like, you signed up for this a long time ago, and your ancestors believed in you enough to send you here to Earth on this mission to do this. So let's do it. So, you're not the victim. You're not being left behind. And in no way, shape, or form, you're not being punished. I mean, karma does its own thing, but it's not a punishment. It can be a reward, but it's also just consequence. So think of your action and the reaction to it. So we have to be mindful of that, especially with this Scorpio moon. We can't be like firing off and cutting people off and doing all this, that, and the other in a state of like this is momentary. Don't do something that's going to sever the rest of your life off from somebody else. So Spirit isn't in the business of setbacks. No, that's just not what it does. It sets people up. It is making things better for you, better for the next phase of your life. And if you think it's a setback, then that's the energy that's going into that. But if you can say, oh no, I needed to reevaluate that. I needed to let this go. I needed to, see that this was going wrong so that I can make it right. These aren't setbacks. They're just narrowing in on exactly what needed to be done. Like a Spirit has a to-do list that's different from yours. So you're doing your to-do list, and Spirit has you on another to-do list. So, you can get in sync with both, and you can cancel both things out all at once and, really thrive and move in the direction of your life and dreams and hopes and aspirations, so long as you co-create with Spirit in this way. You have to just start realizing things are happening for you, not to you. So, are you willing to step up to the plate? Are you willing to knock one out of the park? Spirit is lining everything up for you. This could be like, what's that called? A grand slam? All the bases are loaded. You just now need to do what you do best and knock it out of the fucking park. But are you even willing to, get up and bat? Like, cause some of us are afraid. Like, I'm not into sports. I don't even like to compete. My life is I'm not even going to say my life is a competition with myself. I'm just into being effortlessly involved with nature and myself and y'all, and doing what I do and co-creating with Spirit and Source, and like weaving this life with you. That's my goal. But some people are competitive. Some people are all different. Some are nurturers, some are go-getters, and that's why the readings I'll do at the end, it'll be unique to you this full moon, excuse me. But we've all been working hard, and it's like, each of us is ready. Are you ready, though? We're all lined up. Everybody's ready to do their part. And it's exhausting. It really is. And it seems like, it's been a struggle for many of us for a while now, that we're just getting so used to the struggle that we're like, what's next? Instead of thinking, no, the vista's going to be next. We're going to get to the top of this mountain soon. It's going to be the descent pretty soon. We're going to be, there. We're making it. It's not like it's just this hard road continuously. No, there's ups, there's downs, but then there's these great moments of bliss and reality and enjoyment. So you have to enjoy it all. And when you realize you're not the victim of these circumstances, and instead, like, they're happening to you and for you, a lot will shift and change in your mind. You've been prepared for this. You signed up for this, as I said. So as soon as you realize you had a role like a major role. Like this whole production is about you. You know, it's centered around you. You need to steal the show now. Take the script, rewrite it, and write and co-produce with spirit, with great spirit. Say, you know, this is not the way I envisioned my life, but somehow down the road I got so messed up and just thought that this is what I wanted. So, you know, you need to go and rewrite that script. Know your role. Know what you want. You need to decide. So if you don't know, you need to spend those new moons and these full moons illuminating the problems and then planting the proper seeds. And I said this to my girlfriend Brittany. I said, in a way, it's like we're all slaves. We've been a slave to everything else but ourselves. We've been planting these crops for the media, for the government, for an agenda that's just not been our own. And they look, and we're worker bees. We're doing everything for this king or queen. And it's no, we're all royalty. You need to just step back and start realizing, wait, I let my life go to somebody else for this long. I'm not saying those 9-to-5 jobs aren't benefiting you. No, but see who else is taking advantage of you. The media, the manipulation, all of it. Take your life back. Take your power back. I mean, Scorpio is Mars. Hello. We need to take our power back. It's like a war on life right now. Your life, my life, their life, everybody's life. As soon as you take your life back, your family's going to see that. And then they're going to be like, well, maybe I need to take my life back. And it's got everybody thinking. And it's got everybody pulling back the power from whoever has been taking it away from us. But that we freely gave away. So, you know, you need to go do this and know your role. And then these shakeups, they're really to shake off and let go and reveal this new you and this new skin. And some of these wounds are going to be deeper. And so when these sheddings occur, it might have scars and more damage and more healing to do. So pay attention to your life. Stop criticizing others and start focusing on yourself. You know, huge shifts, major truths, secrets are going to be revealed. You know, this full moon is really in an effort to really activate that ground and get out what needs to go. We're weeding and then putting in the nutrients and the action to create these seeds and this fertile ground for proper manifestation. You know, we've been planting everybody else's crops but our own, and it's time we get back to business on ourselves. And in a way, some of us have just been sidetracked, or some of us have just been trying to be busy in other people's lives so we don't have to focus on our own lives. Focus on yourself and let everybody else do their own thing. You do yours and focus. So this full moon in general, it's centered around unions. So long unions, loves, soul loves, past loves, family, friends, connections that you might have let go and severed and have grudges with still. This is going to be your ancestors. All these unions, all kinds of unions are coming up. But also what's going to be on display or called upon or illuminated, your bravery, resourcefulness, and passion. What are you passionate about? You know, love, life, sex, money, all of it. You're allowed to have all of that. You can desire it all. But do you even have a fire burning in you for it? So all of that's going to be on display. Where are the holdups there? Do you have trust issues? You know, are you that stubborn that you can't let yourself go and dip your toe in that water that's amazing, but it looks dark and scary, and jump in, you know? Jealousy is going to come up, but then that's going to lead to aggression. And see, now I'm like, the fuck are these things? Anyhow, it's fun. It's all fun. And you just need to realize, yeah, it is fun. Life is fun. And it's not this scary. It's not this dark. And it can be, the dark and the deep can be enjoyed. Believe me, them Scorpios are having a good time. So anyhow, deeper truths are going to be revealed, hidden facts, secret agendas, you know, somebody else's agenda. And you're going to realize, like, no, take my power back. All of this. The truth is about to catch up with the liars. And there's just no more room to play small. There's no more time to give your power away because the wrong people are taking it. And let me tell you, they're going to suck the soul out of your life. And I hate to be that real and blunt, but you need to take your life back, because guess what? I was there. I was suicidal. I was depressed. I was overweight. I was, you know, underloved, and I didn't love myself, and I fell for all the ads and everything. And I just, you know, you got to take your life back and your power back. And in little ways, you can do it at home, at work, and in your everyday routine. You know, we're giving ourselves up to these phones. We're selling our souls to everybody else but we didn't realize how worthy we were of our own soul and our own life. So I'm going to get on to the readings. I kept them short. Well, knowing me, who knows, but I tried to keep them short. So I'm going to start with Aries and not going to miss Capricorn. I don't eat anything sticky today. So I'm just going to get into it. I'm like a beverage whore. I have 3 beverages here right now. Green drink, pure source water, and ginger lemon tea. I can't help it. I just need it all. I drink until about like 1 or 2. I don't really eat. So that's me, whatever. We're on to Aries, and I got these short and sweet. So it might be choppy because it kind of just, I automatic write. And like I said, if these don't resonate with you, your sun, moon, and rising sign, you might be the sign ahead. So go ahead and check that out or get in touch with me. The Vedic reports, I can do them right now for $33.33. So if you want one of those, just drop me a line, and it's about an hour and a half of your time. And we do it live. We can do it like this via Skype or something, or I can just call you up on the phone. So whatever you want to do. Let's get into this now. So my Aries, where my fire starter's at, you know, you create the spark. You generate a ripple that creates the rest of the action. You know, you're all about action, and you need to start leading and taking action. Stop following the crowd. Stop blending in. You know, I see you almost as like you're trying to fit in. You're trying to hide this gift, and you need to realize that what you have, not everybody else has, and you need to just do you and stop following everybody else, because you know what you're doing? You're getting into trouble. You're getting into shit that you don't belong in. You're losing yourself and all of this, that, and the other. And really, if you just do what you did well, which is create and start and initiate and bring action to the table and use that brawn instead of thinking about things so much, you're going to be better off. So it's time to start over. By August, I want you to be out of this funk, out of your own way, out of your head. I want you to be, you know, be more authentic and real with yourself. Everything that you've been through happened for a fucking reason, and you need to just get back down to your core, down to your root. And this is where you're going to find the source of all your energy, all your creativity inside of you, not outside of you. You can't buy it. You can't own it. You can't be a part of it. It's in you. It's already here. You can't eat it. You can't, no, it's inside already. You got to open it up. So work on your patience, your competitiveness, your anger. You know, you have anger with yourself, got angers with other people. This anger, what is it all about? Where does it come from? What started it? You know, you need to be more patient, and the results will happen. What you want will happen as soon as you like deal with what's already happened. You know, you can't just say, okay, now I'm ready for this change. No, change takes a little bit of time there. Okay. So focus on your strengths. That's your courage. That's your independence. So, you know, you're being weak, you're being codependent, you're relying on other people to fix this problem when you know damn well you created it. So Aries, get out of your own way. And by August, I don't want to be having these conversations anymore. Because you had me crying last month, okay? We're not doing it. I did my makeup today, okay? No. Taurus, I'm liking you because really we just need to ground down. You know, you've been go, 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 and it's time you sink your feet back into the earth. Get into that good stuff, back to your roots. You know, comfort is your main gig. It's not like, yeah, you're a good worker. Yeah, you're headstrong. Yeah, you know you need to do this so you can have this, that, and the other. But my God, will you just enjoy now what you've created for yourself? You know, you need to go home. You need to restore. You need to get back to work on yourself and on your roots and on why are you even doing all this? Like at the end of the day, are you even like, you're scrambling around so much, you're doing all this, and are you even enjoying like the good food, the good wine, the nice things that you've provided for everybody else? Are you enjoying them? So you need to take your power back in so many ways, but just really, I sense it's more in a work play, but also, you know, you're working so hard for everybody else that they need to start working for themselves, and you need to enjoy some of this, of what you've created. All of this abundance that you've created, other people are almost like taking it from you, and you need to take it back. So love yourself enough to know when it's time to take a break, say no, kick back, relax, and just really uncommit a little bit. You know, you got to really listen to your inner wisdom that's guiding you back to your center, back to your core. And it's not all this hard work for others. It was, you know, you can be a bit more selfish, and I'm going to call it soulful, you know, just be back more into fill your soul up more. You're doing a lot for other people, and it's really depleting you. And then also speak up and ask for help. I mean, really, these people might not even know that they're doing this to you, like squandering and taking and not giving back. So, you know, unless you tell them, you really can't hold them responsible. I mean, granted, they need to just sort of see, like, somebody's drowning here. I'm really doing a lot to them. So maybe you're hanging out with the wrong fucking people. But if it's like your kids and your family, speak up, speak out, have a weekly meeting. Say, mommy needs this amount of time this week to kind of get her shit together. Or daddy needs to, you know, have a day for himself so that he can recharge because he works all week. Whatever it might be. Because, yeah, daddy might not have the at-home life that mom does with the kids, but when he comes home those 2 days a week or 3 days a week, guess what? He kind of might want a little him time too. So we got to be yielding to everybody's Taurus. So it could also be that you're taking too much. I mean, these readings can kind of go either way. The energy is flexible, so you're either in line with the energy that I'm saying, or you're actually creating this energy in a negative way. So now we're on to Gemini. You're busy too. You've got a pot on every burner, and you got some shit in the oven too. It's like you're cooking Thanksgiving dinner, and it's just spring. So seriously, it's time that you scale back, focus on less, and then, you know, you can do more and be more when you do less. Like, we don't have to do all of this because we're not going to do anything really well if we try to do it all. So when I go to a restaurant and there's like so much stuff on the menu, I'm like, okay, A, they have a lot of product. Does it turn over very fast? Like, who's eating all this food? Why did they serve this many things? Like, what do they serve well? So that people are going to start questioning what you're good at if you try to just do everything. You're not going to have that special sauce or that secret recipe that people come for if you try to make everything. So, you know, your scattered energy requires more guidance and some sort of schedule. So you need to break down your week differently, your time differently, your energy differently. Because if you want to do more and be more, you can certainly do that too. But you need to do these things well. Do it really good, whatever you're going to do. And then it's like, you are such a beautiful work in progress. Like, somebody looking on the outside might see a huge mess, but then others might see, no, I see where she's going or he's going with this. I see the picture here with all these buckets of paint and everything going on. And somebody can see it, and you see it, obviously, but you work well with chaos, and other people might not. And in what you're trying to do as you're growing and thriving more, you also need to realize that some of these things can use some changing, and you can use some more guidance and structure, and it's okay to be less like free and willy-nilly. And while we do sometimes work well under pressure, and when all of our materials are out, we can see everything, and we work well, it's nice to have a home for everything, put things away, and you'll have less mistakes, less problems. So, you know, you just need to recommit to everything that you've started, put some projects away, finish them up. Really, I mean, you know, I just see you doing so much, but then again, you're almost like got a split personality, these Geminis. So it's like you're here, there, and everywhere, and you got 2 lives, 2 roles, two bouncing so much. So just do less, and it'll be easier to bounce. Cancer. This is where the love comes in now, kind of. The first ones were more about power, taking our power back, using our purpose and our power for good, and change in our life. But now Cancer is getting into the love and the deeper emotional aspects of this moon, I believe. And it's going to be all about, like, you care for others. You really, truly do. But at the end of the day, do you love yourself? Do you love everything you're doing? Can you look in the mirror happily? Are you comfortable with who you're seeing and the skin that you're in? You know, over time, you've adopted a self-love routine, but it seems you let it go, or maybe you didn't even pick it up, but you need to. You really, 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 really need to have this me time breakdown of yourself and soul, and love yourself on such a deeper level, because you're going to be depleted, and really your cup runneth over for other people, but it's run dry for yourself. And also, I don't see you getting the love from other people that you deserve. So if people are in your life that you're giving them all of this love and doing all these things for, like a Cancer does, they mother and nurture and hover, you need to say, well, this person's not really deserving of my love. But, self-love ensures that your cup is filled up. So you don't need to rely on others to love you. So if you're not even able to love yourself, RuPaul, how are you going to expect somebody else to love you? I mean, that's it's so true. And that's where our our personal love language comes up. And, when we want to be loved and we can't find it in others, well, that means we're not really showing them or telling them, and we probably don't even know how we want to be loved. So knowing your love language is key to your personal happiness and your sexual freedom and identity and exploration and these huge energy bolts of lightning that can come from these unions. So, stop giving all your love away and save some for yourself. Recommit to a self-love program and allow these unions to fill you up. If you're just giving love away and never getting it back, there's a real problem with that energy exchange. So go ahead and reevaluate some of those relationships. My Leos, where my kitty cats at? Meow. Just kidding. You all are kind of. So shine like a diamond, like Leos. Why are you playing small now? Like the last 2 weeks, you were all up in everybody's space with your big ass head. But it's okay to shine brighter than the sun. Someone put your fire out a little bit, but I know your ego and you are ready to roar and shine again. So how does it feel to be king or queen of the jungle? It's not so easy though, right? Like, because you're on display. So when shit goes wrong, everybody's seeing it. And it's just, you have a lot of power and a lot of, it may have gone to your head in the past, and now you're learning to balance this power. Power over thyself is more important over power over others. So while you may be the king or the queen, you need to realize it takes a village to do this and run this show. It's not just all about you. While you're the representer, you represent the village, and so how well you look is how well the kingdom looks. So, or queendom, whatever. So, take that duty and respect it and honor it and don't let the power go to your head. But I know you've got a tender heart, and at your core you're a lover. You're not really a fighter. So you're not going to let this ego get in the way of you doing your role and leading. Those that are loyal and true to you are worthy of you, so you need to stop being so suspicious or rude to them or putting them down. Stop it with the drama. Stop creating blocks. These are issues that are self-imposed in a way. But also, if you want to be loved, it's lonely at the top, isn't it? So if you want to be loved, you've got to let love in and realize maybe I'm not up here and we're all here, and I'm just kind of like the one that's okay with leading us to the front of this battlefield, because we're all in this together, and we just sort of chose you to shine and be that person in the front, so take that duty and own it, but don't let that get in the way of, don't let your ego create so much pride that, don't become so proud, rather, that you get in the way of the pride. That's important. Your tribe and your people, you're getting in the way. You're letting this, I'm too good, I'm too whatever for these people, these places. No, who got you there? How did you get there? These people helped you rise, and you need to acknowledge that. So, stop creating issues. I don't know. That's all. Leo, August, let's have a different conversation coming up soon. Now, Virgos. It's the details with you, really. You're getting stuck, and it's like you're with laser-like focus. You're picking up on all these little things, and you're getting tripped up. You're getting stuck. You are getting so caught up on what's not right that you can't see what is going right. So chaos that's around you, it's really like clouding your mind, but it's not all that bad chaos. Like some people, like we were saying, those Geminis thrive under chaos, but it's got to be this, there's got to be more balance in your head. You don't always got to be the one to clean it up, okay? So chaos happens, change happens, things get thrown our way, but you're not the cleanup crew always. Spirit helps you, your guides help you, people around you help you. It's not just your mess. It takes two to do this. So you need to take back your power and stop like thinking, oh, this burden is all mine. You know, gravity will take effect, and just like that, if you let it, things will fall into place. So things get torn up, thrown up in the air, and all crazy for a reason. You know, Spirit shakes things up to help us see that they're not in the right place, that this isn't where that belongs. Like, this person doesn't belong in my life, or that's not where I need to be working. You know, these things happen for a reason. Remember at the beginning of this reading, I said in the collective part, you know, Spirit is in the business of setups, not setbacks. He's setting, I don't know why I refer to Spirit as a he. I guess because maybe I feel like it's masculine and then Earth is motherly. I don't really fucking know. Either way, let's get back to the point. You know, you're being set up for the next phase of your life, but you've got to be okay with the changes and the mess and the disorder right now. And also, not try to do it all. It's not all your job. So go with the flow. Stop resisting the changes. Be okay with these things, and because they're not going to be perfect right now. There is no such thing as perfect. Stop needing perfect. Done is better than perfect. Tattoo that to your forehead. Done is better than perfect. You're never going to get anything done if it has to be perfect, and you're never going to thrive and grow and move. So once you get over the details, you can really start to see that, like, the bigger picture, and instead of just narrowing in on, oh, they missed a little spot here. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, look at this. So stop getting caught up on all the small things. Libras. I just, you know, I channeled a little differently for you. So I came up with this, I don't know. Life is the definition of art. To live is creative self-expression. So if you're not living, you're not really creating the beauty and harmony that you want in this life, but you're demanding it of others. You're getting depressed and sulky. But if you want beauty and harmony in your life, you need to invite it into your life. Are you living and trusting that the peace and harmony you crave is just around the corner? Like, yeah, get up and out of your house. Get out of this funk. You've got to start to look around you and see that, oh, everything is sort of interconnected. Everything is working out. You don't have to balance all of this, that, and the other. And see that the love that you want, it is out there and it's within you, but you've got to let it in. You can't get stuck in your own head and house. You need to do more and be more for yourself right now. And it's like you're expecting others to do more and be more for you, but you need to get out there and confront those fears. You need to get out there and get motivated. You know, you've developed like almost a codependency on others to sit there and wallow and get depressed. Someone, something, it could be even drug related. I'm not sure, but it's like, it's truly keeping you back. This issue with, you know, it not being right enough for you, things aren't right for me to come out, or the idea that it's not ever going to be right enough for you. These are in your head. So you aren't a victim. You are a hero, and you need to just start saving yourself instead of expecting someone else to come in and do that for you. So now we're on to Scorpio. And, you know, obviously the moon, if you're a Scorpio moon, this is important for you. But if you're a Scorpio sun, this is going to be illuminating some issues for you this full moon. I would suggest that you know, pay attention to. It's not all about what's like, the signs are so different. You know, you can have a Cancer sun sign, but it can be in like a different house than someone else. So those readings it's always hard to really resonate with them, and especially if you're reading the wrong sign. So hit me up for a Vedic report. But anyhow, Scorpio, it's time you get clear. There's no more room for riding the fence. You are too deep, too bold, and too passionate to play small. I mean, come on now. You have so much venom and power within you. What the hell are you doing playing with like these little animals, these little boar? You know, you need more. You need to do more and be more. Get out of the kiddie pool and just get into the fucking ocean already. If you want to transform your life, you've got to transmute all that power into rocket fuel and like fuel. Blast off. Get the hell out of here. You know, you are the company you keep, and you really need to just rise up and start to level up. You're never going to reach the level of intensity you crave, denying yourself this truth and this realization that you are deep and you are dark and you are beautiful. And if the people in your life can't see that, respect that, and love that, then you've got the wrong people in your life. Not everyone is sunshine and rainbows, and that's okay, because here you are. I'm like, I'm not going to say you're the gothic person in the group, but you're that person that just brings like, okay, listen, it's not all that good. We need to work on this, that, and the other. And there really is such a thing as darkness, and it isn't all unicorns and rainbows. So, you show others just how deep their souls are, and you don't need to hide this magic anymore. It's time for you to stir the pot, come out, and share your magic with the world. Now, Sagittarius, the restriction you feel is self-imposed. You, in a way, put up these walls. You closed yourself off. So you can open the door, walk out, and tear down these walls and truly set yourself free. You built them. You created them. You have the key to the door. You can get out. Your voice needs to be heard, but, if nobody can hear you behind all these walls. They don't hear you screaming inside, let me out, let me out. So you need to let yourself out, then speak up, and then, notice that others are listening. Because right now you're complaining, like, nobody hears me, nobody's listening to me. Well, they can't even fucking see you, so of course they're not listening to you. You shut yourself off from the world. So take a risk, jump into the unknown, say what's on your mind, on your heart, be honest, say what you're thinking and feeling, merge these two, take that third eye and that crown wisdom and let it come from your heart out your mouth, and watch how others gravitate towards you. As soon as you speak your truth, others will flock to you. They want to hear what you've got to say. They believe in you and they want more. So now we're on to my Capricorns, who I forgot with the new moon reading last time. So Capricorns, you have a duty to yourself first, then to others. It seems like you're responsible for so much, but it's like you're running yourself real thin, and it's like at some point though you signed up for all of this, so honestly you only have yourself to blame. So you need to take your power back from these situations that you obviously said, oh, I'll do that, I can do this, I want to do that. Why did you take on that many roles? What did you really think you were getting yourself into? If you want to achieve success and reach these goals, you've got to make your dreams a reality, and it's time you stop serving others and get that time back for yourself so that you can do what you want to do and make yourself the bigger, bolder version of of who you can truly be. You can be too patient, or even just okay with waiting around that you never get anywhere. Like, you're so okay with the red light that you might not even go when it turns green. Well, it's a green light. Someone's behind you. I'm honking that horn. Go. Do you right now. Stop waiting around. I mean, this is only going to limit your potential in the future if you wait now. Because guess what? You're going to get stopped at another red light down the road. If you don't go when this light turns green now, you're going to be stopped at every fucking red light down the road. So things have marinated clearly long enough. It's time to cook it up and, take action now. Aquarius. You're never one to blend in, and that's fine. I mean, you're almost everybody's favorite alien, and I love you. Everybody loves you, and you're just ahead of the crowd, and you have your antennas out there. You're feeling what's going on, and you're pushing through, and you're beating these old realities and creating new ones for all of us. But it's like you've almost drifted so far out to sea that it's like, okay, reel it back in. You need to sort of just realize you've kind of left us here on earth, and you still are human, so you need to come back here and not be so far ahead and get back in touch with reality. You need to ground back down, and you need to connect with us again. You need to explore your emotions, your sexual desires, because how are we going to get more of you unless you're co-creating? So you need to explore this side to yourself. Sure, conversation and that mental love and lust that you have for life and people that keeps you excited and on your toes is brilliant, but imagine how much more amazing the sex could be if you let somebody in long enough to explore that side of yourself with them. It seems like you are afraid of those fireworks and that bang of excitement that could come from a union that is both mental and physical and everything in between, and juicy and good. So you need to stop thinking nobody's good enough for you. You need to stop thinking that you're here and everybody else is there. It's time you get back down onto earth and co-create and create magic with us instead of just like leaving us in the dust. Pisces, you need to get your head out of the clouds too. I mean, there's so much work here to be done. You dreamed this world up, and now you've got to start actually living it and being a part of it. Was it everything you hoped for? Well, I'm sure it wasn't, because as we go along, we realize we're manifesting things by default. We're asking for things, hoping for things, praying for things, crying for things, things we think we need on a momentary basis, and we didn't look at the big picture and realize, oh no, I don't want that in my life. But then when it comes in our life, it's like, ah, fuck. Well, no, down the road, back there somewhere, you asked for that. You wanted it. So, you need to, use these things in new ways and get rid of what you have so you can call on something more. I mean, there's plenty here to work with. There's already enough for you to use and to create something new and usher in a new you. You don't need to go off wishing you were somewhere else, though. The grass is not greener on the other side. Everything you have, you wanted at some point in time. So figure it out. Why did you want it? Why did you need it? Let it fill you up. This is your reality, not something down the road. What's here and now you can easily manage, but you cannot manage the future. So stop wishing and hoping for other things, because you're going to keep manifesting by default, and it's not what you want. Believe me. Okay? I'm done. I love you guys.